Test, test. Test, test. I'm unmuted, by the way. What? I don't think so. All right, Boulder hockey fans, we are live. Today, the Boulder Hockey 12AA team with a record of 2-0, with wins of 4-0 against Littleton 11U AA, 2-0 to Arapahoe 12AA. The Boulder 12AA team will take on the Wyoming Pronghorns. Wyoming Pronghorns have a record of 0-2, with losses of 3-1 and 2-4. First look at the Wyoming team as we hit the ice. It looks like there's a pretty substantial size advantage for a Boulder 12AA team today. And we have about a quarter of Wyoming's population in attendance. Not a hard feat to accomplish. As we move through warm-ups here, the kids are going to get ready to take the ice. We got an army of coaches on the bench today. Looks like we had James McCure, Matt Collins, Jason Schofield, Tom Heaton and Kirill. As I'm watching the D warming up here, it looks like we got Ellie and Kate together, likely pair. We got Keegan and Jack together, who are also a likely pair, and then Winston and Declan. Not sure what the goalie rotation's looking like for this game. But depending on how the game goes, I think it'll dictate the rotation for all of our lines to include goaltenders. Yeah. We're about 2.5 minutes till puck drop. I've seen it before, but it's weird. One minute till puck drop. Looks like we've added a sixth coach to the bench. Neil Runbeck has now made his presence known. We now officially have more coaches than we'll have skaters on the ice. All right, folks, that's going to conclude warm-ups. Kids are going to gather pucks, circle around the net, try and pump each other up before puck drop. Predictions for this game: first goal, I'm picking Alex Sosnowski. First penalty, I'm picking Kate Schofield. To clarify, picking Kate Schofield strictly for body contact reasons. All right, it appears now we have 4 coaches on the bench. If you're confused why Boulder is wearing black today, as we normally wear white at home, it's because for tournament reasons, we are the away team. However, I can see how that's confusing as we're at our home rink. Starting lineup is going to be Alex Sosnowski at left wing, centered by Brooks Matro. Liam Walters at right wing. We got the she-fence on defense. We're awaiting puck drop. Puck is dropped. Wyoming's going to come away with it and chip it into the zone. Ellie's going to be the first one on the puck behind the net. She's going to look to corral it. She had two on her, lost it. Brooks is going to pressure. Puck is tripped up the wall. Brooks is going to skate it out of the zone after a pass from Liam. Brooks gets it to Alex, who skates it into the zone. Tries to pull it through a Wyoming defender. It's taken away. Alex tries to secure it on the wall, misses. Kate tries to hold the blue line. Puck comes out. Ellie recovers, tries to go D to D and pass through a player, causing an offsides. We're going to get a line change for the defense. We got Jack and Keegan out. The forwards were in. That's Alex, Brooks, and Liam. Neutral zone face-off. Alex is going to come away with it. Skate up the right wall. It's poked away. Brooks is first on the puck. Chips it back to Alex. Alex feels some pressure. Gets it into the zone. Liam gets his stick on it. Sent back to Alex. Alex loses it. Jack recovers the puck in the neutral zone. He's going to go D to D to Keegan, who chips it up to Brooks, not able to connect. Keegan's going to recover the puck. Looks in the middle of the ice. Loses it, but gets it back. He sends it deep into the zone. Brooks is going to forecheck. Puck is in the right corner. Wyoming sends it out. Keegan's first on the puck. Keegan takes down a Wyoming player. No penalty. It was pure physics, as Wyoming is probably the smallest team we played this season. Full line change incoming. Forward, we have G at left wing, typically playing center this season. Blake is at center. We got Jackson at right wing. Winston and Declan on D. Puck is one back to Winston. Sent to Declan. Declan's going to try and connect up the wall to G. Doesn't connect. The puck goes down ice for an icing. Puck will come back for a defensive zone faceoff. 10:49 left in the first. Score is 0-0. Same five remain. Blake will take the faceoff. G's going to come away with the puck after the faceoff. He's tripped. We're going to get a penalty. Jackson has the puck in the neutral zone. He's going to come down the left, put a shot on net. Blocker save goalie. However, the puck falls and trickles between the goalie's legs for a goal. 1-0 Boulder, 10:34 left in the first period. Yeah. So the penalty will be canceled out due to the fact that Jackson scored on a delay penalty call. And it also negates my prediction that Alex would get the first goal of the game. Let's go Rough Riders. 1-0. For the face-off, we're going to get Kellen, Connor, and Landon. Back on defense, we still have Declan and Winston. Connor is going to end up coming away with the puck after the face-off. He's going to skate it down the left wall into our offensive zone. He's looking for Landon in front of the net. Landon gets a stick on it, not quite able to secure it. Save Wyoming. Offensive zone face-off incoming. 10:23 left in the first. 1-0 Boulder lead. Forwards will remain. That is Kellen, Connor, and Landon. And we have the she-fence back out for the offensive zone face-off. Puck is one to Kellen. Kellen's going to drive into the corner. Puck is poked away. Connor's going to pursue a Wyoming player. Kate recovers in the neutral zone. Ellie's back to support. Kate's going to spin out, and pass the puck up to Kellen. Kellen's going to drive down the left wall. He's going to come in relatively clean, but the puck gets poked away. He's going to look for Connor in front of the net. Connor gets a great opportunity there, but save Wyoming. Battle along the right boards. Puck comes out to the middle of the ice. Landon's going to back check. Kate's going to stop the player. Wyoming chips it into our defensive zone. Ellie's going to recover along the left wall. She's going to look D to D to Kate. Kate's going to look up ice. She's looking for Connor, but a Wyoming player intercepts the puck and shoots it about 5 feet wide to the right. Liam's going to recover the puck down below the goal line. He's going to chip up the wall, but no one is home. Alex is going to be first on the puck. He chips it out of the zone to Brooks. Brooks is moving down ice, looked for a pass, but he had open ice in front of him. Puck is poked away, he recovers, and then gets it to Liam. Liam's going to send the puck up to Jack. Jack's going to pursue. Brooks pursues. Wyoming gets it in our zone, but doesn't possess it. Puck gets sent out of our zone. Jack's going to come away with it. He's going to move down the left wall. It looks like we got an offsides. Might have been Liam got over the line a little too soon there. Neutral zone faceoff incoming. 9 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first period. 1-0 Boulder lead. On the faceoff, we have Alex at left wing, Brooks at center, Liam at right wing. We got Jack and Keegan on defense. Wyoming's going to get the puck, but Alex takes it away. Still in the neutral zone. Alex crosses over the blue line. He's going to look to the right side of the ice to find Liam wide open, who shoots the puck low left side, low blocker side to be exact, and that's a goal. It's going to be a 2-0 Boulder lead with 8:58 left in the first period. I will say Wyoming's come out with a lot of energy in this game, but there's a clear size and speed difference. At a certain point, we already got 2 goals with nearly 9 minutes left in the first. This game could get out of hand. Blake's going to take the face off. He's got G on his left, Jackson on his right, with Jack and Keegan on defense. Puck is won back to Wyoming, but they send it into our zone, quickly recovered by Keegan, who's going to find G on the left wing. He's going to skate it clean into the offensive zone. He's going to look to the middle of the ice as he goes into the corner. He's looking for someone in front of the net. Couldn't quite find someone to connect with. Gets the puck to Blake, who puts a shot on net, and it's going to be kicked wide. Play's blown dead. It looks to be that the net came loose. We'll get an offensive zone faceoff. The same 5 will remain. It's G, Blake, and Jackson. We got Jack and Keegan back on defense. Ideally, we want to win the puck back here, establish possession, and find a good goal-scoring opportunity. Puck is dropped. Wyoming's going to be first on it, but they pass it right to our D. Jack sends it back to Blake. Blake was looking high for Keegan. Wyoming player intercepts it. Gets poked away. G's going to recover. He's going to drive down the right wall. He's going to come in with the puck on his backhand and send it to Jackson. Jackson gets a great shot on net. Fortunately, it's right into the goalie's chest. Save Wyoming. Still 2-0 Boulder lead with 8:20 left in the first. Going to get a full line change here. We got Kellen, Connor, and Landon. And we got Declan and Keegan on the back end. Wyoming coach seems to not be happy about something. Probably the fact that it's a 2-goal Boulder lead. Not sure what's wrong with the rest here. Offensive zone, face-off, won by Boulder. Landon's going to come away with it and send it on net. Kellen gets a good redirection. Landon's got it behind the net. He's looking out front to Winston. Puck bounces over Winston's stick, and the puck is sent out of the zone. Declan recovers. He's looking towards the left for Kellen. Sends the puck in the zone. We get an offsides, and I'm not quite sure about that, but neutral zone face-off incoming. Still 2-0 Boulder lead. 8 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first. Same 5 out. Connor's going to take the face-off. Best being a little particular about the players lined up at the face-off here. Drops the puck. Puck is won back by Connor to Declan. Doesn't quite connect. Puck goes deep into our zone. Declan's going to look up ice. He's going to find his left wing, who chips it up to Connor straight through his zone. Landon's going to come away with it. He's going to skate it over the blue line. He was looking for Winston. Doesn't quite connect. Puck almost comes out of the zone, but Winston still has it. He's going to drive down the left wall. Looks for a pass. Doesn't quite connect on that pass. Winston now has it below their goal line. He's looking up ice, and he finds his partner Declan waiting at the point. Declan's going to send it back into the corner to Winston. Winston's going to possess the puck and skate towards the net. He's going to find someone up front, and he finds Kellen wide open, who chips it right past the goalie low blocker side for a 3-goal Boulder lead. It's 3-0 Boulder with 7:26 left in the first. Wyoming does not look happy, and their fans are quiet. The face-off at center ice, we got Alex, Brooks, Liam in the sheet fence. It was the third goal. Alex is going to come away with the puck deep in the zone. He's looking to the front of the net. He finds Liam, who throws a backhand shot, doesn't get through. Rebound, fires another shot. Save goalie. Kate's going to get the puck on the wall and send it to the front of the net to Alex. Alex throws it on net. 5-hole goal. 4-0 Boulder lead with 7:07 left in the first period. Up there. Not sure what Wyoming was expecting today, but I can guarantee you they didn't think they'd be down 4-0 with 7 minutes left in the first. You got Trey Dunn in net. Did Trey start? Trey started the game. Sorry, I didn't announce that earlier. Puck is dropped, won by Boulder. Jackson's going to skate it in the zone, send it into the corner for G. G recovers. He's going to send it up to Kate, waiting on the wall. Kate's going to skate deep in the zone and throw a puck on net. Jackson was there, couldn't quite connect. Wyoming's going to chip it out of the zone. Ellie's going to be first back on the puck. She's in a race with 14. Trey's going to send the puck up the left wall. Wyoming's going to chip it back in. Jackson gets the puck. He looks towards the right side of the ice for G. Blake's going to end up being first on the puck. Create some chaos. G's going to come away with it, but he gets tripped as he goes to the net. But it doesn't matter because Boulder gets another goal. That's a 5-0 Boulder lead. I believe that was Jackson. If you look at the scoreboard, it has not been updated yet, but I can promise you it's a 5-0 Boulder lead with 6:29 left in the first period. They may have not counted the last goal. Not sure what happened there, but we did take, there we go. Scoreboard's been updated, 5-0, 6:29 left in the first period. Puck is dropped. Battle at center ice. Connor's going to come away with it and skate it into the zone. Puck pops out to the blue line. Jack sends it back in. Jack's going to battle, not able to hold the blue line, but Keegan quickly recovers in the neutral zone. He's going to spin out and try and find Jack. Doesn't connect, but the puck ends up in Wyoming zone. Wyoming looks up ice, connects on a pass, skates it in, then sends it deep into the zone. Jack's going to be first on the puck in our defensive zone, skates it up the left wall. He's looking for a pass, but he gets taken out. No call. Battle along the left wall. Jack chips it up. Wyoming player comes away with it and sends it off Keegan's head. Keegan's going to be the first back to the puck below the goal line. Misses on the puck as he gets there, but quickly chips it up to land. Doesn't connect. Wyoming shoots it 5 feet wide of the net again, and they're back on the puck. Kellen's going to get it, skate it up the left wall. Quickly through the neutral zone, he enters our offensive zone. He's going to look to the middle of the ice for Landon, but connects with Brooks for a nasty top-shelf one-timer. That's going to be a 6-0 Boulder lead with 5:23 left in the first. And I can tell you, all of the Wyoming fans are entirely silent. The face-off at center ice, we got Alex, Brooks, Liam, Winston, and Declan. Ben Collins is in the game now. Alex is going to come away with the puck off the face-off. Drive left, find Liam wide open on the right side of the net for a wide open backdoor goal. We've already had one goalie change, and we're getting another one. That's 7-0 Boulder with 5:15 left in the first. On the faceoff, we got G, Blake, Jackson, Declan, and Winston. Puck is run back to Declan. He's going to look up ice. He's going to chip it up to G. G gets the puck, skates over the blue line. He toe drags around a Wyoming defender, tries to send it to Jackson on the back door, doesn't connect. Wyoming's going to recover in the defensive zone, send it up the wall right to Declan, who fires it right back into the zone. Wyoming tries to chip it off the glass, doesn't get out. Declan fires it back in. Blake gets the puck, sends it to the middle, intercepted by Wyoming. Winston's going to intercept the puck. He's going to skate in. Jackson's going to come away with it. He pulls it around a couple defenders. He's looking to find a pass. Doesn't connect, but Declan comes away with it. Sends it to Winston, who sends it over to Blake, who makes a pass from his knees, who sends it to G, who looks in front of the net, finds Declan. Declan gets a shot, doesn't get through. Wyoming sends it up their right, our left. Blake's able to secure it on the blue line. Wyoming pokes it over the blue line and out of the zone. Winston recovers in the neutral zone, sends it up the right wall. Tried to connect with Jackson, doesn't connect. Puck gets sent deep in our zone. Winston's going to be the first one on it in the corner. Winston's going to wheel behind the net and send it up the wall to Blake. Blake's going to pass the puck to Jackson. G is absolutely taken out in the neutral zone. No call. I can promise you the last kid they want to take out. This point in time, you have to wonder if the refs are going to call much going forward, even though that was a clear penalty. This is one of those games where they wanted it to end just as bad as the Wyoming parents do. Center ice face-off incoming. We got Kellen, Connor, Landon in the defense back on defense. We will... Are we on the power play? They don't got anyone in the box. So it's going to be 5-on-5. There was no call. Puck is dropped. The Wyoming center just immediately takes the body. I guess when you're getting blown out in the first period, you just try and goon it up. And that's exactly what's happened because we have a scrum. Someone's going to get hurt in this game. And Wyoming might want to get their players under control before one of our players react. This is going to be an ugly game. It's 7-0 Boulder lead with 3:57 in the first period. And Wyoming has no chance of winning this. They got a player in the box. And apparently their game plan moving forward is to goon it up. Just remember, at a certain point, you rack up enough penalties, your coach is suspended for the next game. The refs are talking to coaches Matt Collins and James McCure. Not sure what they were looking to figure out there. So the coaches are establishing who's going to come out for the power play. G's coming back out, possibly to get some revenge here. We'd love to see him bury one. Winston's coming out. He's going to line up at right wing. G's going to take the face off. Jackson at left wing. Got Declan at right D and Kellen at left D. 1 minute, 30-second penalty, 3:57. Puck is dropped. G's going to come away with it. He looks to send it over to Winston. It doesn't connect. Wyoming gets the puck, and he's going to streak down the left wall. Declan's going to take that. That kid had no chance. He knows it now. G's going to come away with the puck and drive through the middle of the ice. He's going to cut to the left. He's going to look to the middle for a pass. He's going to connect with Kellen, who fires a shot on net, save Wyoming. Kellen's going to get his own rebound and try and jam it in. Another rebound opportunity. Puck doesn't go in. Goalie's down. We got a Boulder player down. Can't tell who that is, but we got a Boulder player who's not taking anything from anybody today. That's Jackson. G was in the net. It looks like he's going to be okay. Jackson's going to go to the box. We got a 4-on-4 coming. Doesn't matter if we play 2-on-5 at this point. We're going to win this game, and it's just going to continue to get uglier. 1 minute, 1 second left on the Wyoming penalty. We'll lose Jackson for 1:30. G's lining up for the face-off. We got Kellen on the right wing, Jack on the left side, D, Keegan on the right side of D. Puck is won back to Jack. Jack's going to go to D, but he cuts back into the zone, fires a shot, but it's blocked. Jack gets his own rebound and sends it to Kellen on the back door, but doesn't connect. Kellen's going to come away with the puck. He's looking back door to G. G gets the puck. He's going to send it back to Kellen. Doesn't connect. Kellen gets buried from behind. No call. I know. Someone's going to get hurt in this game. Puck is sent out of the Boulder zone. Jack's going to recover. He's going to send it up the wall to Kellen. Kellen's going to skate across center ice, skate it into their zone. He's looking for G. He sends it into the corner. G's first on the puck. He sends it up to Jack, but doesn't connect. It's going to go all the way back. Keegan's going to race back for the puck. They called icing, but I don't understand that because we sent it back into our own zone. But as Joe Macho will tell you, we'll take it. All right, we got the she fence out. Brooks taking the face off. Liam on right wing. We still are 4-on-4 for another 13 seconds. Again, ideally, we win this puck back and establish some sort of possession before we can get a quality goal-scoring opportunity. Brooks is going to come away with the puck and pull it right through the other center's legs and fire a shot on net. It's blocked. Brooks is going to find Liam in front of the net. Liam tries to jam it in. Wyoming players are spending an awful lot of time in front of their crease. Ellie gets the puck and skates in. She's going to fire a shot on net. Goes over the crossbar. Liam gets the puck in front of the net. He sends it right to the net. Ellie's going to get the puck along the right wall and chip it down to Brooks. Brooks tries to find Liam. Doesn't get enough on it. Wyoming comes away with it. Wyoming skates, sends it into our zone. Kate's back to cover. Ellie supports. Puck ends up behind our goal line. Kate's on the puck carrier. Liam's going to get the puck. Oh, what? Kate's coming away with it. She's coming in with a ton of speed. She's looking to the net. Liam gets it. Fires a shot on net. Goal, Boulder. 8-0. 1:37 left in the first. This is an absolute beatdown. You know, like, at some point you'd think these kids would learn. Like, when you goon it up like that, it just makes us want to run it up. Like, there's no convincing a 12-year-old when you act like that to not want to score more goals. Were they losing it over there or what?
Yeah, they just threw the mom at it.
Oh, looks like we got a Wyoming parent thrown out of the game. Thankfully, she's only got a 2-hour drive north. .147 left in the first. 8-0 Boulder lead. Maybe we can make it 9-0 before the end of this period. We're going to have Alex, Brooks, and Liam out on the face-off with Declan and Winston back on D, and we got Ben Collins in net. I'm hoping some Wyoming parents are watching this feed. Boulder kids are fired up. They got a lot of energy. Wyoming kids are standing there wondering when this game's going to end. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on, but there's a lot of talk right now. It's 5-on-5 hockey. Puck's dropped. Wyoming's going to send it back into the Boulder zone. Declan recovers. He's going to let's go D to D. Switch, changes his mind. Sends it up to Alex, who's waiting for it. Alex is going to send it to Liam. Liam mishandles it and ends up in the Wyoming zone. Wyoming's going to send it back in our zone. This is certainly going to be an icing. The puck is going to go all the way back down for an offensive zone face-off for Boulder. On the face-off, we got Connor, Alex, Blake. Nope, sorry. It's Connor, Blake, and Landon. And we got Winston and Declan on defense. Off the face-off, there was a quick shot on net, save goalie. Another offensive zone face-off incoming. .126 left in the first, 8-0 Boulder lead. Puck is won back to Winston. Winston's going to throw the puck towards the net. Blake comes away with it, fires shot on net, save Wyoming. Blake is first on the puck after the shot on net. He's going to look to the middle of the ice. He's going to find Connor. Doesn't quite connect. Boulder player comes away with it. I believe that's Landon. He's blatantly hooked. So, at this rate, Wyoming is certainly going to get their coach suspended because they cannot stop committing penalties. 5-on-4 power play incoming. Offensive zone face-off. 8-0 Boulder lead. 1:10 left in the first period. If we don't score this power play, we'll then move into the second period as well. On the face-off, we have Jackson, G, Kellen, Winston, and Declan. Wyoming's going to come away with the puck off the face-off and quickly lose it to Declan, who sends it deep into the zone. G's going to be first on the puck. Ref's got his hand in the air for a penalty. Not sure who it's on. Must be Wyoming. Nope, it looks like it's going to be on us as he blew the play dead when Jackson had the puck. Not sure what the penalty is. But as I indicated earlier, if the refs are not going to make calls against Wyoming, the Boulder players, it's hard to tell a 12-year-old not to retaliate. Not sure what the penalty is for, but G's going to the box and we'll lose him for a minute 30. 4-on-4 hockey for the remainder of the first period with 55.6 seconds left, 8-0 Boulder lead. Defensive zone face-off incoming. We got Kellen, Jack, Keegan, and Jackson. Puck is won back by Wyoming. They throw a shot on net. They're not able to secure a rebound, and Kellen's coming away with it. He's going to find Jackson, who's going to streak across center ice into the offensive zone. He's going to go along the left. He's looking for a pass. Throws a low shot on net. No rebound. Puck goes into the right corner. Puck is chipped down to Jackson. He's going to battle for it. Wyoming sends it right over to our defense. This has been a common theme in this tournament. Jack's going to come away with the puck. He's going to spin out in the corner. He's going to look for support. He's going to find Kellen. Kellen's going to send it back into the corner. Jackson's going to be first on it. Wyoming blatantly interferes on that. No call. Wyoming's going to look to send it out of the zone. It's going to be stopped by Kellen. Jackson comes away with it. He's going to fire a shot. Goes wide left of the net. Kellen's going to be first on the puck. Tries to throw a shot on net. It's stopped. Keegan's able to hold the blue line. Throws a long shot on net. Jackson's going to get there for a rebound. Wyoming has something to say about it. Jackson's not taking it. Play's blown dead. 2 seconds left in the first period. 8-0 Boulder lead. 4v4 hockey right now. Puck's dropped. Goes in the corner. Period over. So after one, that's an 8-0 Boulder lead. We will start the second period 4v4. Thank you, sir. All right. We're going to start the second period, 12-minute periods in this tournament. 4v4 hockey. We have 35 seconds left on a Boulder penalty, 20 seconds left on a Wyoming penalty. Score is 8-0. Puck is dropped. Ellie's going to come away with it along the right side. She's going to enter the zone. Puck is poked away. She's able to recover, tries to throw it on net, doesn't get through. Wyoming clears the zone. Kate's going to be the first back. Ellie's back to support. Kate's going to skate right into the neutral zone and come into the offensive zone completely clean. She's coming in with a ton of speed, sends it out front, no one home. Ellie's going to be the first on the puck. She's going to send a puck on net, save Wyoming. Still 8-0 Boulder lead with 11:34 left in the period. Boulder is now on the PK for 9 seconds. On the face-off in the offensive zone, we are going to get Brooks, Liam in the she-fence. Brooks takes the face-off, chips it over to Liam. Liam's going to scan the corner. He's going to find Kate. Oh, nope, Ellie wide open. Ellie's going to fire a low shot on net. It goes off of her teammate Brooks. Puck's going to the corner. Wyoming gets it, but sends it right up to our defense. Try to hold the zone. The puck does get chipped out. Ellie's going to skate it in. She's going to try and find Liam. Doesn't get it. She gets it back after a chip from Brooks. Tries to get it back to him. Doesn't connect. Puck's in front of the net. In the crease. Brooks is going to get it and try and jam it in. Save Wyoming goes in the corner. Ellie's on it again. She sends it into the corner. Puck comes out to Brooks at the blue line. Brooks fires a shot on net, redirected wide by Liam. Alex is going to be first on the puck in the corner. We are winning nearly every race to the puck in this game. Wyoming's going to try and send it up to their center on the breakout. Doesn't connect, but another player sends it up. Kate stands her ground and buries a kid from Wyoming. Puck goes all the way down ice. Blake and Ellie are going to be the first ones on it. Ellie's going to look to skate it from behind her net. She gets tripped. Penalty Wyoming. I'm telling you, at some point, this coach is getting suspended. 8-0 Boulder lead, 10:34 in the second. They called it on Ellie? That's confusing. They called a trip on Ellie, but Ellie was the one who was very clearly tripped. So we'll lose Ellie for 1:30. I don't know if the refs are colorblind, but the jerseys are very clearly different colors. 10:34 left in the second, 8-0 Boulder lead. Boulder on the penalty kill. Incredibly confused. Neil looks confused. He's talking to the refs. No one understands. They're putting another one in the box, so they must be giving Ellie a 2 and 10. So we'll lose Ellie for 10 minutes. I think, is that Brooks in there with her? Yeah.
Game misconduct.
They gave her a game misconduct. No, that's a match penalty if she can't play in the next game. Yeah, I don't understand. Brooks is going to serve the 2. Ellie's going to have to sit for 10. Sorry, I missed the face-off, everybody. We're battling our defensive zone on the PK. Liam's going to send the puck up to Blake. He's going to fire to G, who's wide open on the left side. G's going to come in, toe drag, and shoot between the defender's legs. Save Wyoming. Winston ships the puck over to Declan. Declan's going to fire a shot. Doesn't get through. G gets it and clinks it off the post. Wyoming secures the puck below their goal line. They're looking up ice. They got an advantage, and they're having a hard time finding somebody. And they're going to send it all the way down. No icing as it deflected off of a Wyoming skate. Winston gets the puck, rims it over to Declan. Declan's going to try and chip it out of the zone. He secures it, actually, and sends it back below the net to Winston. Winston mishandles the puck. G's going to be the first on it. G's going to skate through the neutral zone. Puck gets poked away. He gets it back. G's going to go wide through the offensive zone. He's going to fire a shot. Dekes out the goalie. Nasty move as the goalie drops early. G pulls it right around him. That's going to be a 9-0 Boulder lead with 9:30 left in the second period. There was also a shorthanded goal. Face off at center ice. Jack's going to come away with it. He's going to spin out and look for some support. He's going to send it towards our left wall, their right. Wyoming's going to battle for it. Player goes down. We got another whistle. Looks like potentially a hooking penalty on Wyoming. So we'll be 4v4 hockey for 16 seconds. And then we'll get Brooks back, or whoever replaces Brooks if he goes to the bench, and we'll be 5-on-4 for a power play. 9:20 left in the second. 9-0 Boulder lead. Jackson's going to take the face-off. He's got Kellen on his wing. We got Keegan and Jack back on D. Puck's one back to Keegan. He's going to send it deep into the zone. Jackson's going to be first on the puck. He's going to look to the front of the net. He's taking his time. No one's even pressuring him. Jack gets the puck after a pass from Jackson. Jackson circle behind the net. He's going to try and connect with Keegan, but Wyoming intercepts. However, Brooks comes out of the box, strips him of it, but Kellen's not back yet, so we got an offsides. Neutral zone face-off incoming. Looks like we're going to get some line changes here. D's going to stay, actually, so we're going to have Jack and Keegan, and we're bringing out Landon, Connor, and G. We try to have set lines, however, when there's this many penalties, we got various different power plays, penalty kills, the lines can get a little jumbled, but if there's one thing I know about these kids, they all play well together. Puck is sent into our offensive zone off the face-off, quickly chipped out by Wyoming. Wyoming's going to be able to skate it down the right wall into our zone. They're going to fire a shot on net, saved by Trey Dunn. Is that their second shot of the game? Technically, that would have went wide if Trey didn't interfere with it. Not many shots from Wyoming. Mark Kendall hasn't had to do much work today as the camera has been mostly focused on our zone. Wyoming zone, our offensive zone. Power play Boulder, 58 seconds we'll have on this unless we score. 8:45 left in the first. 9-0 Boulder lead. Kate's going to skate the puck out of the zone up the left wall. She's going to try and find Landon on the right side. Bounces off Landon's stick, but he's first on the puck as he forechecks. He in a Wyoming defenseman battle. Connor's going to come away with it. He's going to take some time in the corner. Look for a good pass. He finds G, but I believe that went off the goalie's pad. Save Wyoming. Kate's going to throw it on net. That's a shot on net. Doesn't connect with a player. No rebound. Winston's going to go deep into the corner, and he's taken out. We got a Wyoming penalty. To be honest, I don't entirely think that one was a penalty, but again, we'll take it. So 5-on-3 for 22 seconds, and then we'll be 5-on-4. Ideally, we can get a goal here in the next 22 seconds, which would negate the 5-on-3, but we would get to keep the 5-on-4 for the remainder of this most recent penalty. Currently a 9-0 Boulder lead with 8:12 left in the second period. We got Alex, Brooks, and Blake, along with Kate and Liam back on defense. Again, we want to win this puck back. We don't. Wyoming's going to chip it out, and Liam's going to skate back to recover. This could be an icing as the puck is rolling. It's not going to be. Trey's going to get the puck, and he's going to fire it up to center ice where a shot was put on net. Would have been on net. It was wide open, but Liam was there to stop the puck. He skates the length of the ice, comes in, and just fires it right over the goalie's glove as he falls on his butt for the 10th goal of the game with 7:52 left in the second. So we did what we wanted to do. We got a goal while it was 5-on-3. The first penalty will be over. There was only 2 seconds left anyways. And we will have 1:10 left on a power play for the most recent penalty. So we got Blake, Liam, Alex, and Brooks and Kate back. Wyoming comes away with the puck off the face-off. Fires a shot on net, and then it ends up in the corner. Battle going on in the corner. Looks like we got Liam down there, Kate down there. Liam's going to come away with it and try and find Blake. Doesn't connect. Blake's going to hustle with the puck, and he's going to send that thing back into the zone like a man as the kid bounces off of him. Wyoming's going to recover below the goal line. He's going to try and escape, and he's going to try and send it out, but it goes right to Alex. Blake sends a nasty backhand pass to Liam on the back door. Not able to get it through. Puck comes out to Brooks on the blue line. Finds Kate. Kate's looking cross-eyes for Alex, but it gets intercepted by a Wyoming player. Brooks is going to be first back on the puck. Trey's coming out to play it again. Should have just let Brooks take that one. Kate's able to come away with it. The puck is sent into the zone for an icing. So defensive zone face-off incoming. 17 seconds left on the power play for Boulder. 10-0 lead. 6:59 left in the second. Puck is dropped. One to Declan on the left wall. He's going to send it behind the net for Keegan. Keegan's going to quickly pursue. Gets poked away. It looks like Connor's going to come away with it. Connor's going to speed down the right side. We got Kellen going to the net, and Connor's going to drop it to Jackson. Puck gets poked out to Keegan. Keegan's going to move to the middle. He's going to look for a backdoor goal, but it gets stopped by a Wyoming defender. Wyoming's able to chip it out of the zone. Declan recovers. We are 5-on-5 now. Declan sends it deep into the zone. Wyoming tries to send it out. Declan stops it. Connor comes away with it. He's looking for a teammate. I think Jackson was screaming for it. He was wide open. Jackson's able to corral it. Loses it near the net. Goes into the corner. Jackson's going to be first on the puck. Wyoming player falls on his own. No call. Jackson's skating right through the middle of the offensive zone, barely being pressured. He feels the pressure in the corner, loses the puck. Puck sent out to Declan. Connor's on the puck in the corner now. Kellen goes to help. Kellen comes away with it. Battle going on. Puck is chipped out to Keegan at the point. Keegan's going to move down the right wall. He's skating right by kids. He comes in, gets a shot on net, save. Jackson absolutely buries the kid. As I said earlier, if they're going to let Wyoming do this stuff, 12-year-olds will retaliate. Krill's not happy about that penalty. 21 will join the former 21 in the box as Ellie's continuing to serve for a 10-minute penalty, and we'll lose Jackson for a minute 30. Doesn't look like they're giving him anything extra. So Boulder will now go on the penalty kill. We got a goalie change. Ben Collins back in the game. G is out there with... Not sure who's at center. Is that Brooks? Brooks at center. And we got Jack and Kate back on defense. G's going to come away with the puck after the faceoff. He's going to skate clean into the zone. He's going to come in all on his own. Almost bury another shorty. He's going to look for a teammate in front of the net. Doesn't connect. Wyoming's able to come away with it. And they're going to try and skate out of the zone, and they do. They send it up to a waiting player at the blue line and successfully skate into the Boulder zone. Kate strips a player of the puck, and she's going to wheel behind her net. Kate still has a puck as she crosses over our blue line, crosses over the red line, crosses over their blue line, comes in relatively clean. The puck's poked away. Brooks is first on the puck, sends it right back to Kate. Kate drops it to Brooks. Brooks is looking for the front of the net for a pass to G. More of a shot. He gets his own rebound. It's 2 shots on net right there. Still 10-0 lead after the save. 5 minutes left of the second. And 49 seconds left on Jackson's penalty. Current shots for 43 Boulder, 3 Wyoming, with a 10-0 lead, 5 minutes left in the second. 49 seconds left on the penalty kill, which is not really hurting us if you ask me. So face-off, off the face-off, puck sent to our left, their right. Declan's able to secure it on the blue line and send it deep into the zone. Blake is going to pursue. Blake's going to come away with the puck. He's going to look for support. He spins around. He's going to send it over to Winston, but a Wyoming player is able to chip it out of the zone. If you're watching, you'd probably think Wyoming was on the penalty kill, but it's us with 4. Declan's going to wheel behind his net after recovering the puck and send it to Blake. Blake's going to try and chip it. Looks like he connected, icing, no icing regardless. Wyoming sends the puck up the left side out of the zone. They're able to skate it into our zone, try and send the puck right to Declan in front of the net. Declan's patiently going to look for a pass. He rims the puck around to Blake. Blake's going to use his body, protect the puck. Chips it to what he believed to be a waiting player, but Wyoming comes away with it. Sends it back. Wyoming sends it back into our zone. Winston recovers. He's going to rim it all the way around to Blake, who is absolutely wide open. Blake's going to chip it up to Connor. Connor's going to skate in. He's going to board turn, look to the middle of the ice for a pass, but doesn't connect. Declan's going to recover the puck in the neutral zone. We get back, and he's going to send it deep into the zone. Wyoming recovers, sends it off the back of their own net, feeling pressure from Connor. Looking for a pass, but they send it right past Liam. Liam almost got a piece of that. Jack pokes it away. Keegan tries to send it into the zone. Battle along our right side. Keegan comes away with it. He's going to skate it in. He's got 1 defender to beat. We got 3 forwards in front of the net. Alex gets a backhand on it. Great shot opportunity. Save Wyoming. Jack's going to recover the puck. He's going to skate behind the net. He looks real confident. Jack loses the puck, and the puck gets chipped out. Keegan's going to recover in the defensive zone. He's going to streak through the middle. He's going to find Alex waiting for it, but Alex mishandles it. However, Jack's there to support as a Wyoming player tries to chip it up the boards. Jack continues to battle. Alex comes away with it. We got a 3-on-2. Alex is looking backdoor and not able to connect with Liam. That for sure would have been a goal. Liam feels a little bit of pressure and just gently pushes a Wyoming player over. Goes D to D to Jack. Jack falls, loses the puck, but continues to battle. Puck is sent deep into the Boulder zone. Wyoming's going to be first on the puck. Wyoming stops, looking to the front of the net, can't connect as there are multiple Boulder players waiting there. Keegan recovers the puck, looks up ice, and finds Alex. Alex is going to streak through the neutral zone and find Liam. Liam's going to look at the net. He's looking backdoor. Alex got tied up and couldn't quite get a stick on it. Great opportunity. Liam comes away with the puck, tries to find a defenseman. Pass goes a little wide. Winston recovers in the neutral zone. Sends it right back to Gate. Pass was a little wide. Alex recovers, sends it deep in the zone. He takes his shoulder to the head. Brooks comes in, goes backdoor, right to Kellen. That's 11-0, Boulder lead with 2:08 left in the second. We're clearly trying to go backdoor every single time. In a game like this where it's an absolute blowout, you want to do all you can to work on team cohesion, teamwork, passing, and that this is absolutely something that we can work on in this game. Rather than taking a bad angle shot, get your forwards on the back door and find a good backdoor goal. G's going to come away with the puck after the center ice face-off. He's going to look backdoor. He's going to try and find Brooks. Brooks gets the stick on it, but the puck goes wide. G recovers the puck, skates right to the middle, fires a shot, gets blocked by a Wyoming defender, who sends it all the way down ice. Trey's going to play the puck, avoid an icing. Oh, Ben's going to play the puck, avoid an icing. Brooks is going to come up with the puck. He's going to find Kellen. Kellen's going to find G. G's going to go back toward Brooks. Great save from the Wyoming goalie as we continue to go back door. G looks out front. Almost got a one-timer from Kendall. Puck gets sent out of the zone. Kate's going to be the first to recover. She looks up ice. She finds G waiting there wide open. G's going to secure the puck. He's going to look around for some help. He's going to move through center ice. He's going to find Brooks. Brooks is going to cross over the blue line. Backhand sauce pass to Kellen. Kellen to G. G fires it right off the face mask of the Wyoming goalie. He might have a concussion. Kellen recovers the puck in the corner. Looks to fire it on net, but it doesn't get through. Wyoming's able to clear it past Keegan. It goes down ice. Ben is going to secure the puck, avoid an icing. Ben passes it to Keegan. Pass doesn't quite connect. Keegan recovers the puck. Keegan's going to look to skate up ice. We got a 3-on-2. He's going to find Landon. Landon has to adjust to try and catch it on his backhand. He's able to corral it behind the net. Landon's going to look to the middle of the ice. We got multiple Boulder players waiting on the back door. Probably could have shelved it there, but really unselfish play. Again, clearly trying to work on a backdoor goal. Puck gets sent all the way down ice. Keegan's going to be the first on it. Puck gets sent over to Declan. Declan's going to find Blake on the left wall. Blake's going to move through center ice. He's going to find Jackson. Jackson's back in the game. Jackson gets some pressure. Gets the puck right in front of the net. Blake fires it. Save Wyoming. Puck comes up the left wall. Ref gives us some help. The puck does get out, but the ref stops it from going down ice. That's the end of the second period. 11-0 Boulder lead. Moving into the third period. Good. All right. Start the third period, 11-0 Boulder lead, 12-minute periods. It looks like we got forwards moving back to D and D moving to forward. So we got Keegan at left wing, Kate at right wing. G taking the face off, and we got Connor and Brooks back on D. Using this opportunity to get players out of their comfort zone and work on different positions. Wyoming's going to send the puck into the Boulder zone off the face-off. Connor's going to be first back to battle. G's going to chip the puck out to Brooks. Brooks quickly going to send the puck to Kate. Kate's going to streak down the right side. This kid has no chance to keep up with her. She's going to look in front of the net. She's going to find Keegan wide open, but the puck bounces over stick. Kate recovers. She's going to circle through the top of the zone. Connor fires a shot on net from the point. Save Wyoming. Wyoming throws the puck up. Brooks is there, but the puck gets poked out. Connor's going to be the first back. He is hustling. This Wyoming player just has no chance of beating him to that puck. Connor's going to send the puck around. G's going to come away with it in the neutral zone. Alex is going to pick it up. He's coming in with a ton of speed. These Wyoming players have no clue how to handle the Boulder size and speed right now. Puck is sent to the right wall. G's going to be first on it. He's going to come away with it. He's looking for a pass. He doesn't connect with Alex. Keegan gets it, I believe, or maybe that's Liam. Fires it over to Alex. Jackson has the puck in front of the net now. Fires a shot wide left. G's first on the puck in the corner. He's looking to the front of the net. He finds Alex. Alex comes in. Nifty little move. Buries it past the goalie. That's a 12-0 Boulder lead with 10:40 left in the third. Shots are currently 55-3 in Boulder's favor. On the face-off, we got Winston at left wing, Kellen at center, Alex at right wing, and we got Landon and Jackson back on defense. Puck's going to be won back by Wyoming and then sent into the Boulder zone. Jackson recovers and sends it back to the neutral zone. Alex is first on it. It gets poked away. Landon recovers, and he's going to streak right into the Boulder offensive zone. Puck goes into the corner. He gets it back. He's going to look to the front of the net. Try and find Winston, doesn't connect. Wyoming tries to send it out of the zone up the right wall, and they do. Jackson's going to hustle back to the puck. Our forwards playing defense are really committing to getting back to the puck. It's great. Jackson's going to come away with it. He's going to look to go coast to coast. He's going to feel absolutely zero pressure as he comes in and tries to find Winston on the back door. Doesn't connect. Winston gets the puck, finds Kellen in the middle of the ice. Kellen looks on net, fires a backhand shot, save Wyoming. Still 12-0 Boulder lead. We are run clock right now. And as I say that, there's 9:28. The clock keeps running. Left in the third. All right, Ellie's back in the game. It's been a while since we've seen her. She's going to line up at left wing. Jackson will line up at center. Declan at right wing. Liam at defense and Blake at defense. And we got trade down the net. So puck's won back to Liam. Liam's going to go D to D to Blake. Blake's going to send the puck to Jack. Jack's going to look for a teammate. Not there. Ellie gets the puck. Fires a shot on net. Save Wyoming. Ellie comes away with the puck. She's going to try and do it herself. She spins out. Fires a low shot on net, but it stops. It gets blocked by a Wyoming defender's skate. Puck gets chipped out of the zone. Liam's first back to it. He's going to go D to D to Declan. Declan's going to look up ice to Jack. Jack's going to skate it up the right wall. He's going to cut to the middle through the neutral zone. Get it over the blue line. Jack's coming through the middle. He sends it over to Ellie. Ellie's going to look on net, fire a low shot. It goes wide right. Liam's going to hold that puck at the blue line and chip it deeper into the zone. Battle along the right boards. Puck is sent below the net. Ellie comes away with it. She's looking for a teammate. She finds Declan. Wyoming pokes it away. Liam gets the puck at the blue line. He's going to skate in. He's going to take the ice they're giving him. Sends it over to Jack. Jack chips it down. Jack continues to battle. Wyoming comes away with it. They're looking for a pass, but they send it right off Declan. Puck's now in the neutral zone. Wyoming's able to skate it into their offensive zone, our defensive zone. They throw the puck to the middle. It goes off a Boulder skate. I believe that was Blake. Unintentionally deflected it past Trey. Can't tell if it was a goal, but it wasn't. They're saying it went off the post. Wyoming coach is absolutely losing their mind. Don't know if it went in or not. Not that it really even matters. I mean, if you wanted the one goal that bad, we got 12 of them. 7:20 left in the third, run clock. Clock continues to run as the refs are figuring out what to do here. And it looks like Boulder is going to get a defensive zone face-off. And we'll have Kate, G, Connor, Keegan, and Brooks. Trey Dunn still in net. Looks like there's some chatter from the box. Someone in the score box is chatting with one of the Wyoming parents, and the Wyoming parents or coaches, parent coaches, don't even look happy. So here we go. We got G coming away with the puck. He's going to skate down the left side. He's going to look to pass his teammate in front of the net. Doesn't quite connect with Kate. Kate's able to come away with it. She sends it over to G. G's going to cut right back to the middle. Puck gets poked away. Wyoming gets the puck, quickly loses it. Keegan's got the puck now. He gets tripped, and we're going to get a call. Power play Boulder, 6:20 left in the third. Again, run clock, 12-0 Boulder lead. I heard a "oh, come on" from the Wyoming parents, but them's the rules. You can't trip our players. So offensive zone face-off incoming. It'll be 5-on-4. And we'll have Brooks, Connor, G, Keegan, and Kate. And Ben Collins is in net. I always forget about the goalies. Apologize. Unfortunately, most of our face-offs are away from our goalies. As they've seen how many shots now? 59-4 in Boulder's favor. Puck's one back. Brooks is going to fire a shot on net. Kate's going to come away with it after the save. She's going to drop past it to Connor. Connor's going to drive down the right side. He's going to stick handle and put a shot on net. Kate's there for the rebound. Kate tries to jam it in. Doesn't quite go in. Rolls on the goal line, and G buries it back door. So that's a power play goal. We should be 5-on-5 after that, and it's 13-0 Boulder lead. Again, 5:22 left in the third, and that's run clock as it continues to tick away. Wyoming players still sitting in the box, so not sure what's happening there, but we got Winston, Alex, it's like Kellen, Jackson, and Landon back on D. Oh, ref blows it dead as they realize the player can come out of the box. They didn't need the ref's permission for that. Same 5 remain. 5 minutes continue to tick off. The end of the third here. 13-0 Boulder lead. After a tie-up of the face-off dot, Jackson's going to come away with it and skate it in his zone. Battle along the blue line. Puck comes out. Winston's waiting for his teammates to clear. Puck gets poked away. Jackson has the puck. He chips it up to Winston. Winston secures the puck. He finds Landon waiting. Landon's going to look up ice, and he's going to send the puck deep into the Wyoming zone. Boulder pursues. Winston's going to be the first one there. Puck is chipped up the right wall. Jackson tries to steal the ball. The puck gets by. Landon pursues. Landon chips the puck away from Boulder player. Blatant holding or hooking. No call there, but Alex comes in clean and goes shelf on the Wyoming goalie for a 14-0 lead with 4:06, and the seconds continue to tick off the clock here late in the third period. All right, on this center eye face-off, we got Ellie at left wing, Jack at center, Declan at right wing, and we got Blake and Liam back on D. Puck is won. Ellie comes away with it. She's going to circle through her own zone. She's going to reverse. She's going to find Blake. Blake chips it up to Jack. Jack skates it over the blue line. Jackson go down the left. Ellie's going to the net. Jack fires a shot off the side of the net. He's going to get his own rebound. He's going to look for Blake, who's going to fire a slap shot on net. Save Wyoming. Still 14-0 Boulder lead with 3:22 left in the third as the seconds continue to tick off. Offensive zone face-off incoming. Same 5. Ellie, Jack, Declan, Blake, and Liam. And Ben Collins in net. Puck is won back by Jack. Declan comes away with it. Declan sends it up to Liam on the point, who fires a low shot on net, but it gets blocked. Puck is secured to the blue line. Ellie comes away with it. She's going to find Blake on the left side. He trips up, loses the puck, and Wyoming's able to chip it out of the zone. Boulder's looking to clear the zone. Liam tries to find a teammate. He finds Ellie. Ellie mishandles the puck, but secures it. She's going to let's go back to Liam. Liam's going to spin out, cross over center ice, cross over the blue line. He's going to come in clean. He's going to put a nice shot on net, saved by Wyoming. The Wyoming defenders try and jam it under their goalie's pads to quickly get a whistle. 14-0 Boulder lead still, 2:15 left in the third, and seconds continue to tick off for run clock. G's going to take a face off. He's got Keegan on the left, Kate on the right, and we got Brooks and Connor back on defense. Kate's going to get the puck below the goal line, and she's going to look for a pass. Doesn't quite connect with Connor, and the puck's going to go down. Not an icing, because, again, we sent it down. Connor's going to be the first back. He's going to secure the puck, take some pressure. He's trying to chip it up to G, but the puck doesn't get through. G comes in to help. Wyoming throws the puck right to Kate in front of the net. Kate's going to come away with it. She's going to fly up the wall, cross over the red line. She's going to find G, but it looks like either G or Liam got over the blue line a little too soon, or G or Keegan got over the blue line a little too soon, and we're going to get an offsides. Neutral zone face-off incoming, 14-0 Boulder lead, 1:15 left in the third. Continues to be run clock. All right, we got Winston, Kellen, Alex, and then Landon and Jackson back on D. Puck is one into the Wyoming zone. Wyoming comes away with it and skates it out of the zone. Wyoming players one-on-one with Landon. He never at one point picks his head up, and Landon quickly pokes it away. Kellen skates over the blue line, comes in his zone, fires a shot on net, kind of whiffed on it there. Save Wyoming. Puck gets sent in the corner. Winston's first on it. Winston's going to look to the middle, doesn't connect with anybody. Puck goes right back to Winston. Winston's going to take his time. He's clearly looking for a pass here. He's moving. He fires a shot. And they save Wyoming. Wyoming didn't like the fact that Kellen was standing there and takes a shot at him. 20 seconds continue to run off the clock here. 14-0 Boulder lead. This is going to be the end of the game. I don't even imagine they're going to drop the puck. This is it. Total beatdown. Win for Boulder. This is going to be, well, we only have 5 goals for our differential, unfortunately. Otherwise, this would have been massive. But we're going to go into game 4. Apparently, Kellen's getting a penalty, which is pointless. Game's over. So Boulder wins 14-0, currently 3-0 in the tournament. And we will face the Foothill Flyers later today. If we win that game, we will certainly be the first seed going into Sunday's semifinals, and that will be at 6 a.m. at the Ice Center at the Promenade. So hopefully we win that game and see you bright and early on Sunday. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day.